Ever heard the term Roger Bank and scratched your head, wondering if it's some secret financial institution or a weird slang term? You're not alone. It's a phrase that pops up occasionally, especially in older texts and conversations, and it's got a fascinating, if somewhat convoluted, history. But what exactly does Roger Bank mean in the U.S.? Is it a place? A person? A financial concept? Let's dive in, because the answer might surprise you. To understand Roger Bank, we need to step back in time, specifically to the late 19th and early 20th centuries. This was a period of rapid industrialization, burgeoning financial markets, and, unfortunately, rampant fraud and deception. It's in this chaotic environment that the term began to take shape. Imagine a time before sophisticated financial regulations, when trust was often the only currency. Individuals and businesses relied heavily on reputation and word of mouth. But what happened when that trust was betrayed? What happened when a seemingly reputable financial institution or individual turned out to be a sham? This is where the concept of Roger Bank emerges. It wasn't a specific bank or a person named Roger. Instead, it became a generic term, a placeholder, a symbol for any untrustworthy or fraudulent financial entity. Think of it as the financial equivalent of a bogus doctor or a fake antique dealer. The term's origins are a bit murky, but there are a few compelling theories. One popular idea connects it to the concept of roguery, meaning dishonest or unscrupulous behavior. Roger could have been a simple, common name used to represent any generic rogue or swindler. Combine that with bank, and you have Roger Bank, a bank operated by a rogue. Another theory suggests a connection to the world of gambling and card games. In some card games, rogering refers to cheating or manipulating the cards. So, a Roger Bank could have implied a rigged or dishonest financial setup, akin to a crooked card game. Regardless of its exact etymology, the core meaning of Roger Bank remained consistent. It denoted a dubious or fraudulent financial operation. It was a warning, a red flag, a signal to steer clear. But why did this term gain traction? Why did it resonate with people? Well, the late 19th and early 20th centuries were rife with financial scandals. Ponzi schemes, stock market manipulations, and bank failures were common occurrences. People were understandably wary of financial institutions, and the term Roger Bank provided a simple, memorable way to express that distrust. Imagine a small-town farmer who had saved up his hard-earned money. He hears whispers about a new bank opening up in the next town. But something doesn't feel right. The promises seem too good to be true. He might warn his neighbors, be careful of that place. It sounds like a Roger Bank to me. In this context, Roger Bank wasn't just a label, it was a survival mechanism. It was a way to protect oneself from financial ruin. As financial regulations tightened and consumer protection laws were enacted, the frequency of blatant financial fraud decreased. However, the concept of Roger Bank persisted, albeit in a more subtle form. It became a cautionary tale, a reminder of the importance of due diligence and skepticism. Even today, in an age of sophisticated financial technology and regulatory oversight, the spirit of Roger Bank lives on. We see it in the warnings about phishing scams, cryptocurrency frauds, and get-rich-quick schemes. The underlying message remains the same: be wary of financial promises that seem too good to be true. Modern iterations might not use the exact phrase Roger Bank, but the sentiment is alive and well. Terms like fly-by-night operation, boiler room scam, and Ponzi scheme all echo the same warning. They all point to the potential for financial deception and the need for vigilance. Think about the recent surge in online scams. Many of these schemes prey on people's hopes and fears, promising quick returns or easy money. They often use sophisticated marketing techniques and create a veneer of legitimacy. But beneath the surface, they're nothing more than modern-day Roger Banks. The digital age has brought new challenges to financial security. Scammers can operate anonymously from anywhere in the world, making it difficult to track them down and hold them accountable. This makes it even more important to be aware of the signs of a Roger Bank. So, what are some of those signs? First, Be wary of unsolicited offers or promises of unusually high returns. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Second, do your research. Check the credentials of any financial institution or individual you're considering doing business with. Look for reviews, licenses, and any red flags. Third, be cautious of pressure tactics. Scammers often try to rush you into making a decision before you have time to think. Fourth, never give out sensitive personal or financial information to anyone you don't trust. Fifth, trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. The concept of robbed bank also extends beyond blatant fraud. It can also refer to financial institutions or practices that are unethical or exploitative. Think of predatory lending, where lenders target vulnerable individuals with high-interest loans and hidden fees. Or consider financial products that are designed to confuse and mislead consumers. In these cases, the robbed bank isn't necessarily breaking the law, but it's operating in a way that takes advantage of people's lack of financial knowledge or desperation. The legacy of robbed bank serves as a reminder that financial literacy is crucial. Understanding how financial markets work, knowing your rights as a consumer, and being able to spot red flags are essential skills in today's complex financial landscape. It's not just about avoiding scams, it's also about making informed financial decisions. It's about building a solid financial foundation and achieving your long-term financial goals. The phrase itself might be fading from common usage, but the underlying concept remains as relevant as ever. In a world where financial fraud and deception continue to evolve, the lessons of robbed bank are timeless. It's a call for skepticism, vigilance, and financial literacy. It's a reminder that trust must be earned, and that due diligence is your best defense against financial ruin. So, the next time you hear a financial promise that sounds too good to be true, remember the robbed bank. Remember the lessons of the past, and protect yourself from the financial rogues of today. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.